It was tough for me at first to balance work, to
Yeah.
balance, coaching others, to balance running,
Yeah.
to competing at a high level. It was tough
Yeah.
for me, but now I feel like I found that balance.
Okay. All right.
So
Yeah.
when I'm working, I'm doing it at work. When I come
Yeah.
home,
Yeah.
I'm just focused on my coaching. I'm focused on running.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
just learning to
So,
just stop working when I get home.
yeah.
So that's how I found the balance.
Hello, Live Room Balance family. Welcome to another episode of the Live Room Balance Show. I'm your host, Kenneth Pinckney. Today's guest is not just a runner, but she is a superstar athlete. I might say. I need to give myself the nickname. I have given myself the nickname, the Great Motivator. But after reading some of her IG posts, she could be the Great Motivator or the Great Inspirator, if that's a word, or inspiration. She's not afraid to be vulnerable and to share her life journey with the world. Her life is an inspiration to many, not only as an athlete, but as a person who had to overcome challenges and obstacles in her life to become who she is today. So, family, let's welcome Miss Regina Lopez, the pro athlete for Salomon running, fitness coach, Olympic Trials Qualifier, Spartan Trail Champ, also with the Woman to Watch and Strong Fitness magazine. But also, more importantly, she is a wife, also at the same time. Do all of
Yes,
that. And so, how you doing today, Regina?
I'm doing great. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, glad to have you on. I know we're trying to make it happen for a while. I forgot when I reached out to you. Was it maybe last year I reached out to you, I think?
Yes. I don't know. I always get nervous to do these podcasts.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, I want to
Yeah.
get better with them.
Oh, hey, that's good. You like you better. I'm always getting nervous too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, well, as we get into it, we can relax and enjoy. Yeah, you just to be yourself. That could be
Yeah.
that'd be myself also. So, like I said, really do your posts. I'm inspired by the thing you post on Instagram and just showing your vulnerability. And one of the things that stuck out to me, you talk about your life map. So tell the family about part of your life map before your running and fitness journey taking off like it have right now, have had the past few years, I might say.
Well, I feel like growing up, I didn't really have a life map. I feel like I didn't have direction.
Yes.
I felt like I had to, well, I'm also a twin, and I had to find my own individuality. We had the same
Yeah.
friend group, and then
Yeah.
I had to deal with, dealing with the separation and
Yeah.
dealing with like not feeling guilty for leaving your sister, her feeling not the same, her feeling guilty as well. So us just being okay as being individuals. So I had to deal with that.
Yeah.
So they come from an Hispanic community as well, where, I didn't know a lot about nutrition. I didn't know about the fitness.
Yeah.
I didn't know a lot about running. So finding just my own path through that.
Yes.
So
Oh,
yeah.
yes. So how do you got your life map started? How you start your life map and with the running, fitness, and finding yourself, you're finding your own identity, how that came about.
It came about maybe my late 20s is when
Yeah.
I met my husband now. I felt
Okay.
like he supported me through the process as well. It's always great to find the support to
Yeah.
help you find direction.
Yes.
I didn't know. I don't know if you know this too. I'm a full-time. So I work with
Okay.
children with autism. So I do that too.
Oh,
I
okay.
didn't have career goals.
Okay.
And I also have a brother who is autistic. So
Yeah.
I felt like having a brother who has autism, it helped me find direction what I want to do. I want to help families
Yeah.
who have children with autism
Yeah.
because I connect well with those kind of families.
Okay. Then. So how do you feel you connect with that family? How do you feel that you
Because
connect?
I understand how it could be tough on the family.
Yeah.
How it's not easy. Right now I work with children. I do work with children with autism, but
Okay.
I'm also studying to be a board certified behavior a board certified behavior analyst.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
basically learning how what is the function is
Yeah.
does your child want to does your child want attention? Does he is he escaping from his homework? Like what is the function? So it's
Okay.
cool just to support the families in that.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. So how long you been doing that? Helping family with kids with autism.
So I've been doing it for 5 years,
Okay then.
and then
All
I
right.
did my master's.
Okay.
And then from there, I'm assistant supervisor.
Oh
And now
wow.
the next step is to take the test.
Oh wow.
And my goal, hopefully my goal,
Yeah.
to pass the
Yeah.
test and be a
Yeah.
board certified behavior analyst.
Oh, nice, nice. So you doing all of that, and also you do the fitness thing. You coach.
Mhm.
You're running and stuff. So first, how you get introduced to the sports, being an athlete, how you got started, with the running, with the fitness, and how you like balance all of that out.
It was tough for me at first to balance work, to
Yeah.
balance, coaching others, to balance running, to
Yeah.
competing at a high level. It was tough for me, but now I feel like I found that balance.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
when I'm working, I'm doing it at work. When I come home,
Yeah.
I'm just focused on my coaching. I'm focused on running.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
just learning to
Yeah.
just stop working when I get home.
Yeah.
So that's how I found the balance. And how I found running, I found it in high school.
Okay.
So there was a girl, her name was Mariel. I thought she was the most beautiful girl, and she had a nice body and everything.
Yeah.
And then I
Yeah.
told myself, like, oh, I want to just be just like her. So
Yeah.
by her just inspiring me, that's how I got into running.
Oh, okay then. And so you haven't looked back since.
No, but interesting though, I have always been in sports though. I
Okay.
started at the age of 5. So I always played
Okay.
basketball, volleyball. So I
Yeah.
do
Yeah.
have just the background of athletics.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's just part of me.
Okay.
So there's coworkers who think I'm crazy that I love competing, I love running, but
Yeah.
like I said, it's in me. If it
Okay.
wasn't for running, I'll be doing something else. I have to be active.
Yeah. I feel you. Yeah, definitely. I feel like with all part of me, or like
Yeah.
always part of me, like I think so. But I wasn't really that good at athlete growing up. But yeah, but not by me right now. But just the journey.
Are you running right now?
Is I running right now?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I don't have any races that I sign up for, but I still running. I still hit the trails, and stuff like that. Yeah. So
Yeah, it's fun.
the trails and roads, I might say that. Run with different people and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice to meet people out there who have the same passion.
It is. Definitely. I never thought I had an image to do what I'm doing right now, like the past few years, but just gratitude, that able to do it. Yeah.
Mhm.
In another one of your posts I've been looking at reading, you talk about your life journey, transformation, the growth, life struggles, and going outside of the norm. So what is going outside the norm, and what does it take to go? It would take for you to go outside your norm.
To me, it's doing something that's different. Like how I mentioned to you how I grew up in Hispanic community and how it's important how, I don't know, the way I grew up is like family stick together. You always have to be in the same neighborhood. And me, even though I am close to my family, but moving, to Monrovia, it was different, like I think like just going outside your norm, like meeting new people, traveling. I feel like that's going outside your norm. Trying to figure out like your career, like I just feel like just growing your personal journey. That's going outside your norm. That's how I see it.
Yeah. Oh, okay then. So how to go outside your norm for like being an athlete and doing things that you're doing right now for like it's like some of the struggles that you had to overcome. How's that been for you?
There are different stages. You're always gonna deal with different struggles.
Yeah.
But the one that rings to me, it's like my body. I feel like I've always been thicker than other runners, and it really got in my head in the past.
Yeah.
But I started learning about strength training.
Okay.
So when I did strength training, it actually made me stronger mentally.
Yeah.
And then when people would say, "Oh, you're bigger," it just made me run faster.
Okay.
And then I started meeting other women and people who have the same body types as me. And, it just made me feel more comfortable in my own body.
Yeah.
And, even meeting people on Instagram, you can meet so many people on there. It's like, I know I inspire people too with my own body type.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
it's just,
definitely. But that's why I like how you inspire others, things that you deal with. And hopefully, someone else, someone be encouraged, and like they can relate,
Yes.
Yeah, definitely. Also, you talk about your full potential. So when you realize your full potential, or what do you realize your full potential? I say it like that. Yeah.
I feel like growing up, I feel like I did have a goal making the Olympic trials. And I feel like people around me didn't believe in me.
Yeah.
They would say, "Oh, you're not going to make the trials."
Yeah.
And I don't know. I always believed that there was always more and I know I could achieve it. So I just trained. And then I think with running, I still train hard, but at that time, I'm just thinking at that time when I'm training, I don't know how I do it, but I don't know if you know David Goggins, but I feel like I know the same mindset as him. All that negativity, it builds you to like, no, I'm going to do it and I'm going to show you. And that's how I approached it. And I feel like that made me fight to achieve everything that I did in the running world.
Yeah. Yeah. So you qualified for the Olympic trials. So you and your sister both, correct?
Yes. We both got the same negativity, but I feel like I got it more though. I think because I was more thicker, like more a bigger runner.
Yeah. So the Olympic trial, that was for what event that was? What event?
That was for the marathon.
Marathon. Okay then.
Yeah.
How was that experience like? What was that experience like?
It was, I just remember it was really tough training.
Yeah.
That's all we did was train.
Yeah.
And when we finally did it, it was just amazing feeling. Like, yes, like we did it. And, I feel like I felt like people started respecting us afterwards. Like, we did it because I felt like a lot of people were saying like, "Oh, you can't do it."
Oh, for real? So people tell you that you couldn't do it.
Yes. And to our faces.
Yeah, faces. For real? Oh, man.
Yes.
Wow.
I know people could be mean.
I know people that people would just come out from nowhere.
I know them, but they're not like friends, but I just knew them. Like, I remember we would go to running events. We're like, "Oh, our goal is to make the Olympic trials." And they're like, "Well, I don't think you'll make it." Like, just, Like, I guess because I'm very like, I'm not trying to make excuses, but I think I could be like sensitive to what people say, but the little things could be hurtful.
That's people. I see right to think like, wow, like man. So I mean, you was an adult. Was you? In school?
It was an adult. Yes.
Like, man, wow.
Yeah. But we used it, right? We used it to push ourselves. So.
Yeah, you need to push. Yeah, definitely to take it something.
But I feel like you're always going to get negativity. If it's through, career, if it's through running, you're always going to get negativity. So
yeah. So you'll overcome that, So with the definitely, and then you later on you end up being a Spartan champ, like so. So how you dabbled at that? Doing the Spartan.
It was new for me. I actually, when I moved, at that time I was in Azusa and I met a new crowd. I was around Spartan athletes.
Okay.
And they were so nice to me. They welcomed me.
Yeah.
It was a great community.
Yeah.
And they told me that I should do the Spartan Trail. I'm like, okay, I'll just do it. I didn't even think anything of it.
Yeah.
I started training in the mountains right here with friends, those girls.
Yeah.
And then I wasn't sponsored at the time actually. So there was a lot of pro athletes there.
Yeah.
And I just came there like as like an underdog. No one knew me. And then I went there and I won. So
oh wow.
Yeah.
So did you somebody didn't expect you? So you're there with your first time doing the Spartan event?
Yes.
You ended up winning?
No one knew of me. I just went out there. Everyone went out fast and I just did in the back. I paced myself and then I caught up to them and then I passed them all.
Oh wow. How long ago that was? How long?
It was 2019. It was
Oh, that's-
before COVID.
For COVID. So are you going
Yeah.
back to defend your title?
Maybe in the future. Right now, I'm actually doing more ultra marathons.
Oh, don't you? Okay then.
So something new. That's why
Yeah.
I love always changing. Like I was,
Yeah.
I was always doing like marathons, halves,
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
I did
Yeah.
the Spartan, and now I'm
Yeah.
changing to ultra. I don't know why. I just like to do things that are different.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So what ultra marathon are you getting ready for?
So I just did the 50K championships in New York. It was really
Okay.
cold. I got fourth, but I did it as a workout. And
Okay.
then in 2 weeks from now, I'll be doing LA Marathon. I'll be
Okay.
using it as a training workout as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
And then I'm doing the 100K, and I believe it's in Michigan. I'm doing the 100K there. It's my first 100K. So it's 62
Nice.
miles. That'll be my first 100K.
Okay. You feel confident about it? You ready?
Yes, I do. But of course, I'm gonna feel nervous.
Yeah, of
Like that's
course,
just
yeah.
normal. I always
Yeah.
feel nervous before races.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
been running since high school, but I always felt nervous before races.
Oh, okay. That could be a good thing, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. But not only that, you do all of that, but also you're a fitness coach also, correct?
Mhm, yes.
So as a fitness coach, what it means for you to support others in their fitness journey?
To me, it means just supporting other people. I coach men and women,
Okay.
people who just want to know more about strength training,
Yeah.
who want to just build strength.
Yeah.
And I value it because I never had that growing up. I didn't know anything about strength,
Okay.
and I didn't learn it until after college. So
Yeah.
it's important to me to teach others,
Yeah.
what I know
Yeah.
today.
Definitely. So, how I put this when it comes like you got a lot, I guess you got a lot of like clients and people that you coach or whatever. So any person or any moment stuck out to you the most that being a fitness coach or people you help out?
I love when they write me how like their transformation and how
Yeah.
I help them.
Yeah.
There's a woman that I coached and I helped her through just, she was dealing a lot with her boyfriend at the time.
Yeah,
And it's not
yeah.
just about like fitness, it's about like gaining
Yeah.
confidence with yourself as
definitely.
well.
Yeah, definitely. I totally agree. All about that confidence. When you see you're able to like do that transformation, it's do something to you mentally also. See
Yeah.
doing what you think probably wasn't possible, and just
Yeah.
just really give that confidence of what you could do.
Yeah. And then just having just someone, I think too, a lot of people just want that, just
Yeah.
someone to believe in them.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's all I like that. That's awesome. And it comes with having a good solid work ethic too. Work ethic, can I say? And you talk about work ethic, also.
Mhm.
So what is your work ethic and how have your work ethic helped you as an athlete and in life?
I believe that running has taught me a lot about myself, and it has grew through my profession and through personal friendships.
Yeah.
It's helped me just with being consistent, being disciplined.
Yeah.
I'm always at work all the time. Like I'm focused at work. I'm focused to running, just giving 100% to whatever you're doing.
Yeah.
So I think running has shaped the person I am today.
Okay. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And so short, what are you grateful for every day you've done so far accomplished?
I'm just grateful for just all the obstacles I faced because it grew me as a person.
Yeah.
And I feel like the obstacles I faced, I also help people through that. And I gained a lot of wisdom through it. I'm grateful for, my husband who supports me as well. I'm grateful for my family and friendships. I'm grateful just to be living every day and do what I love every day.
Okay. So your husband, he's an athlete also. Do you run doing sports?
Yes, he's actually a physical therapist. So he makes sure I'm injury free.
There you go.
So it's nice.
That's a plus to have your husband as a physical therapy,
Yes. Yeah.
That's cool.
I learn a lot from him every day.
Yeah. awesome. Also, you're grateful for your cat too. I see your cat
Oh
right
yeah,
behind
and my cats too.
you.
I actually found one of the cats in LA.
Oh, really?
I don't know. That's so funny. 'Cause I really believe in manifesting everything you want in your life.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I remember I wanted a cat. I was dreaming about cats. I was looking at cats.
Yeah.
I'm like, I want a kitten. I want a kitten.
Yeah,
And I
yeah,
was working at LA at that time.
yeah, yeah.
And it was just so crazy because I was
Yeah.
walking with my client at that time. And then I saw a kitten in front of me in LA. It was a dangerous street too.
Oh, okay.
It's like we found each other. It was like
Oh,
so
nice.
interesting. And then this cat just, we connect in so many ways. It's just, he's a, like every time anyone comes
Yeah.
in our home, he
Yeah.
greets everyone.
Oh,
I love this
nice.
cat.
Okay, that's awesome. How long the cat been with you?
For 3 years.
3 years. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
that's awesome. It's a great story. So you got a foundation, right? A foundation that you took it's called the Allen Foundation. What's the name?
Yeah, the AF Foundation.
Yeah. And it's talking about supporting the generation of female Hispanic athletes.
Yes.
So tell us the family a little bit about that, what that's mean for you.
Yes. So what it means to me, this agency, I'm actually running LA for them to gain, just to raise money for them.
Okay.
And it's to just to help Latina athletes in the LA area, it's to help grow them. Like how do they learn about money? How do they learn about scholarships?
Okay.
To go to college, because a lot of LA, I didn't know, like in the Hispanic community, a lot of times parents don't know how to send their kids to college, or how to send their kids to, how to have their kids have a scholarship.
Yeah, yeah.
So, hopefully we could support that and, gain more wisdom to that community.
Okay, yeah, definitely, So, so you're proud where you're from, and just happy to that you could be able to represent your Hispanic athlete, Hispanic community in the community also. And so, what does it mean for you being a runner, being Hispanic, and how would I say, to represent, be, the Hispanic community and what you do?
I just feel like there needs to be more representation in the Hispanic community.
Okay.
Like I said, like growing up, I didn't have someone to look up to. Thankfully there was that high schooler that I looked up to.
Yeah.
But not anyone that was like Olympic trials qualifier or, who had a scholarship for running. Like I didn't know anyone.
Yeah.
Thankfully we had our mom to help us at that time. But if it wasn't for our mom to help us, like who would have pushed us? So that's important. Like this yesterday I went for a community run, and I didn't even know how people do look up to me. I guess because I have to start making more time to be out in the community. Sometimes I'm so busy and caught up in my own life, trying to do so well in this ultra marathon and work and all that and build my future, that I have to make time to go out to the community. So there was a girl actually, and she told me how I inspire her. How and when I went out there, everyone's so happy to see me. So I need to make time for to give back as well. So that's what I realized.
Okay, definitely. So people noticing who you are, as you continue to grow, the platform that you have, and just able to give back, you definitely mean a lot,
Yeah, and then finding that balance too, and giving back to yourself too.
Yeah, definitely. So that's awesome. And one last, well, before I get to that question, but what type of impact you want to make? What do you, in Hispanic community and running as athlete or whatever, what goals, or how do you want to leave an impact?
I would say that the way you grew up
Yeah.
doesn't mean that it has to stay that way. You could
Okay.
change
Yeah, yeah,
and you could build the future any way you want.
yeah, yeah,
You don't have to be tied to how you grew up.
yeah, yeah,
You could go and venture out.
yeah,
If you want to travel, if you want to,
yeah,
live in this different state, you could.
yeah.
You're the only person that's going to stop you is yourself.
Okay, okay.
And don't let that happen. Like, don't have limitations. Don't let anyone stop you.
Okay.
So that's my thing that I want to just share with others is that, you could,
Yeah, yeah,
build more for yourself.
yeah.
I
Awesome.
know that's what I believe.
Okay, that's great. And next question, last one.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know if I told you too. And then too, add to that too.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
about money too. I didn't know a lot about money, and
Oh, yeah.
I just paid off my student loan.
Yeah, I saw that.
And
That's awesome. Awesome.
yeah, growing up, I wasn't taught about how important, don't having debt is. And,
I know.
And now I'm around people. It's like, I'm around people who tell me like, this is what you have to do. You have to start investing. You need to start like paying all your debt. And I didn't know anything about that.
Yeah.
So always be cautious of like your surrounding and be around people who just want to see you grow.
Yeah, definitely. So you got people surrounding you right now who can help you, who could help you to succeed, and then you can pass that down to other people. Yeah. So how long did it take you to get out of the debt that you was in? How long did it take you?
Oh, to pay it off or for what?
Yeah, pay off. Yeah.
It took me 1.5 years.
Okay, not bad. Okay.
60,000. But remember, right now there's no interest.
Yeah. Oh.
So I took advantage of that.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's cool. Awesome. Yeah. So, but yeah, I appreciate you sharing that.
Yeah. So anyone watching this, pay off their loan. It's important. That's what I want to share with others.
Okay. Yeah, definitely. The loan. Was a student loan. Was a student loan?
Yes. Yeah. And now I'm never again a debt again, but pay off all your debt.
Wow, that's great. Yeah, you can breathe a little bit.
Yes.
Yeah. Did you celebrate afterwards? Had you got done paying off? Did you celebrate?
Yes, yeah. I did.
Okay.
My husband took me out to dinner, and then our thing is we always want to grow. So we're talking about our future and what we want to do. So, that's happiness,
Okay. Yeah.
Able to build together.
Yeah, definitely. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. So with the running, so you got the 100K?
Yes, I have the 100K. Yes.
I'm coming in Michigan. Okay,
yes.
Then. Awesome. So are you looking like for the ultra marathon? Are you looking to maybe one day do 100 miles or compete in the Western States or anything like that?
Who knows? I might, yeah.
Or go to
after the 100K, I'm like, oh, what's something different I could do? Yeah.
Mount the Blanca or something like that,
I know I'm gonna do some trails this summer. I think I'm gonna do the Golden Trails.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think I'm gonna do those this summer. So
awesome. So you mostly doing a lot of road running throughout your career?
Road, I did do some trail races. I did the Black Canyon race.
You did? Okay.
I think I got like top 20 from females.
Oh, nice.
What else did I do? And I did some local races. Oh, and the Salomon, not the Salomon, sorry, the Spartan, that was a trail race.
Okay. Yeah, of course. Okay.
Yeah.
There you go. Awesome. Cool. So I look forward to seeing you out there or hear from you, Yeah, so that's great. And the last question I got.
Okay.
What is your boundless motivation or thoughts?
Say that again.
Your boundless motivation or thoughts. Boundless, because it's boundless. Yeah, you have a.
Like my motivation to keep running. Or?
Yeah. Oh, it's just life. Your balance. Yeah. Your boundless motivation. Yeah.
That you have to keep pushing yourself because no one is going to do it for you. If you want success, then you have to do it yourself. You can't expect other people to do it for you.
Okay. All right. Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. So, if people want to like will keep up to you, want to follow what you're doing, um, where could it find you at?
They could find me on my
That's okay.
Instagram at Get Fit with Regina Lopez.
Okay, then awesome.
I usually just use my Instagram.
Okay, okay. All right.
Maybe later on I'll like start doing YouTube and doing some workouts I do. But right now I just want to study past this boards test.
Okay, then.
Yeah. And then afterwards I'm going to, I'll be more free. I'll be more available.
Okay, that's great. So when is your board again?
So I'm thinking around June I'm going to take it.
You're gonna take it? Okay then.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
So I'm just going to be studying during this time.
Okay, cool. So hope you know, yeah, you pass it, share it with on Instagram. Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, definitely. Awesome, good stuff. So thank you. I know you have a lot going on, but thank you for joining me.
And thank you for having me.
Yeah, in the Level Balance family. And so hopefully we'll connect soon. Connect again.
Yes.
Yes. And thank you, Live Run Balance family, for joining me on another episode of the Live Run Balance show. Live by your life beyond the boundary that you set on yourself. For Regina, just really just going past the boundaries, looking, not letting negative what people say, stop her from accomplish her goals. Not just in running, but just in life in general. And she get ready to take her board, and just and serving others, serving the community, and doing things she enjoy doing. Yeah, so to show her we'll live, breaking the boundaries of life. So thank you, Regina. Thank you, Live on Balance family. Until next time.